Hi, welcome to Timeout with CoachWare. Well, one of my favorite times of the year is right around the corner. First of all, my birthday's March 9th. So that's always exciting because you never know what will happen in the new year. But the most important thing about March to me is March Madness, the tournament. And that's around the whole country. So I'm really excited to just give you a short timeout and give you an understanding of what you may want to make adjustments on. So a good time of the year right before the tournament starts. I know some of the high schools have started, but they haven't got into their finals yet. So it's good to make some adjustments on your out of bound plays and out of your slot plays. And to be honest with you, one of the most important plays that you should probably work on and practice on is your jump ball play. You should always have one or two good jump ball plays because, again, everybody has cameras, everybody's scouting right now. So the best thing you can do is go in there and your a lab and make a good jump ball and a second jump ball set, and then make some tweaks and changes to your blobs in your slob game. All right, because those are things that a lot of people forget about, and those are the things you need at this time of the year when it's time to make those big decisions or those big shots. All right, but also you need to make adjustments with your bench. You want to make sure that your personnel on bench, you know that you have that locked down. And those of you who want to bring up somebody, maybe scoot them up a couple of chairs, then do that. But you want to make sure that that's what you really want to do. A lot of times with coaches, this time of the year, especially in the playoffs, they start shortening their bench. Their bench doesn't get longer. Even though they start shortening the bench, they also bring some other players um, a little bit closer to them so they can learn and get feel for the atmosphere because they're going to be the ones that need to step up going into next season and going into the summer and so forth. So, some things you want to talk about with your players is understanding the rules, obviously, understanding the situations that are going on of last second shots, or what do we do if we're up by three with less than 5 seconds? What are we going to do? Are we going to foul or are we going to defend? So these are the things that they need to know. And again, some of these things we need to practice. You need to practice how to foul. And when you know how to practice how to foul, you get a chance where you can foul and you're not going to, really put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be into. So you want to practice on that while you got an opportunity to. Again, you want to practice on your last second shots full court. You want to make sure you have two, I say two, maybe even three really good full court plays you want to run in case the last 10 seconds of the game or the last 5 seconds in the game, what you want to run and how you want to run that. The girls' game is the women's game, if you're able to get a rebound and you're down and you don't advance that ball, you can call that timeout on the rebound. Again, remember to work that and practice that. So when you do take that shot and you miss it, you get that rebound, you want to call that timeout right there and then advance it to the half court like they do in the NBA. So you want to make sure you have a play for that as well. So these are just some things I want to talk to you about as far as getting prepared for the tournament and the playoffs. And you want to give your players a little bit of rest. Maybe your practices should go from, maybe if you were doing 90 minutes or even if you were doing 2 hours, they should go to about an hour. And in some cases, if you can get them out of there in 50 minutes, that's even better. So you want to make these slight adjustments as you get into the tournament season, and you want to make sure all your coaching staff are all on the same page. You know what our goal is and whose assignment is doing what, and you just want to continue to encourage your players to get better and get smarter. And the most important thing I'm gonna leave you with: make sure they get tougher, because in the tournament it gets tougher. The referees start calling calls that maybe you haven't heard or seen all year, and they're, again, we got to remember, they are being watched. They are being scored as they go. So the same thing applies. They're going to have that pressure on them too. So the kids in the staff have to understand that they're going to see some calls that they're not used to. So, and I think, if you have all those things locked in and you've been working on it, you'll be okay. As for me, know your why. Good luck the rest of the season. We hope things go your way, rather. And remember, we love you. Take care of yourselves. And again, know your why. Talk to you later. Bye bye.